Hey guys, this is Mr. Breen, and in this video I'm going to talk about utility theory and the demand curve. Alright, let's say you have $18, and you can either buy tacos or burgers, and each of them cost $3. The question is, how many of each should you buy? Well, we can't answer this question until we know how much utility you're going to derive from eating tacos and burgers. On top of that, we're going to want to know the marginal utility from eating the first taco, the second taco, the third taco, and the same for burgers. So let's say that all of these numbers are true. So, if you eat 3 tacos and 0 burgers, you're going to get 120 utils. The marginal utility of the first taco is 50, of the second taco is 40, the third taco is 30, and so on. And the same is true for these numbers over here. Well, this example is pretty easy because tacos and burgers each cost the same amount. They each cost $3. And if I look up here at my budget, I can see that I'm going to end up getting 6 of these altogether. So 4 tacos and 2 burgers, or 2 burgers and 4 tacos, or something like that. Because I know that I can only get 6, I'm going to choose the 6 that are going to give me the most added utility. So I'm going to start with a taco because 50 is better than 40. And then it doesn't matter whether I choose a taco, because the second taco gets me 40, or I choose a burger, because that first burger that I still haven't eaten would also give me 40. So I can take both, so I'm going to take both of these. All right. Now, the fourth thing I choose is definitely going to be a burger, because 35 is better than 30. And after that, I've gotten 2 of each, and I'm going to get 2 more. And the third taco and the third burger each add 30, so I'm going to add both of those, and then I'm going to stop because I've run out of money. So in this example, I'm going to get 3 tacos and 3 burgers, and my total utility will be 120 plus 105, which is 225. And you'll see that I can't do better by consuming more tacos and fewer burgers. So if I consumed 1 more taco, I would have 140 utils from tacos and 75 utils from burgers. And if I add those together, that's only 215. And if I had 2 tacos and 4 burgers, I would get 90 utils from tacos and 130 tacos from burgers. And if I add those together, it's only 220. Now that was easy partly because the price of the 2 goods was the same. If they were not the same, I would have to calculate marginal utility per dollar. The reason for this is that it's not enough to know how many utils I get from consuming something. I really need to know how many utils I'm getting from each dollar spent. If a taco would give me 3 times as much utility as a burger would, but cost 5 times more, then it wouldn't be a very good deal. In order to show you how to calculate marginal utility per dollar, I've done so for this problem. So it's $3 each for a taco, so my marginal utility is 50. 50 divided by 3 is right around 16.7. 40 divided by 3 is right around 13.3. And I've done the same thing over here. If you're a little confused by this, I'd recommend pausing right now just to take a look at the numbers and to make sure you know where I got them from. Well, now that we know about marginal utility per dollar, what if the price of tacos changed to $1? In that case, the marginal utility per dollar from the first taco would be 50, and from the second would be 40, and from the third would be 30, and so on. Well, how many of each should I consume in this case? I'm definitely going to spend my first dollar on the first taco, and then I'm going to spend it on the second taco and the third and the fourth, because all of these marginal utility per dollar values are higher than the first burger I could get. After that, I'm going to buy a burger and another burger because these marginal utility per dollar values are higher than my next taco, there, marginal utility per dollar. At this point, I've only spent $10, 4 on tacos and 6 on burgers, and I have 8 more to spend. Well, my next $4 I can spend on a burger and a taco because those are equal. I'm pretty much indifferent between those two, so I'll spend $4 more on those. And I have $4 left over, with which, why not, I'll buy another burger right there. I don't have any more I don't have any information on tacos anymore, so I don't really know about that. Looks like it's not going to be that much benefit. But here I know I can get some benefit. In this case, I would be buying 5 tacos and 4 burgers. What if tacos were $2? Well, my marginal utility per dollar would be 50 divided by 2, which is 25. 40 divided by 2, which is 20, 30 divided by 2, which is 15. In order to decide how much to buy, I'm going to compare these marginal utility per dollar values. So I'm going to spend my first $2 on a taco and my second $2 on a taco. Okay, and my third $2 on a taco. Then as I'm comparing 10 to 13, I'm going to decide to buy this one and this one. Now before I go on, I'm going to notice that I've spent $12 and have $6 left. This means I could either spend on 2 burgers or a burger and a taco. In this case, the extra burger would get me 30 and the extra taco would get me an extra 20 marginal utility for a total of 50, whereas if I spent this remaining $6 on 2 burgers, I would get 30 plus 25. So if the price of tacos is $2, I'm going to buy 3 tacos and 4 burgers. If the price of tacos were $4, so my marginal utility per dollar is going to change. So 50 divided by 4 is 12.5. 40 divided by 4 is 10. 30 divided by 4 is 7.5, and so on. So as I'm deciding how many of each of these things to buy, I'm going to first buy a burger for 13.3 utils per dollar, and a taco for 12.5, and then another burger for 11.7. At this point, I've spent $10, and I notice that I can either buy 2 more tacos, or 2 more burgers, or I could buy another burger and another taco. And if I compare these choices, buying 2 more burgers is definitely out of the question, because that gets me 30 plus 25, which is 55 more utils, but that's not very much. Much better to get 2 more tacos, which would be 40 plus 30, 70 more utils. Or actually, I could get a taco and another burger, which would also be 70 utils. In fact, it doesn't matter whether I get 2 tacos and 3 burgers or 3 tacos and 2 burgers. So if tacos are $4, you should buy either 2 or 3 of them. Finally, how many tacos should you buy if tacos cost $5 a piece? Well, our marginal utility per dollar is going to be 50 divided by 5, which is 10, 40 divided by 5, which is 8, 30 divided by 5, which is 6, and so on. So I'm going to start out by noticing that 13.3 and 11.7 are both better than 10, so I'm going to definitely buy those 2 burgers. At this point, I've spent $6, and I'm going to notice that either I could buy 2 more tacos, or I could spend the rest of my money on burgers and not get any tacos, or I could get 1 taco and 2 more burgers. So if I decide to spend the rest of my money on burgers, then I'm going to add another 30 plus 25 plus 20 to my utility, which is 75. If I get 2 tacos, I will add 50 plus 40 to my utility, which is 90. That's better. If I decide to get 1 taco and 2 more burgers, I'll add 50 plus 30, that's 80, plus 25, which is 105. That's much better. That's the one I'm going to choose. So if the price of tacos is $5, I'm going to buy only 1 taco. Here's a table showing how many tacos you should buy. Here's the quantity of tacos at every price of tacos. So if the price of tacos is $1, we said you should buy 5. And if it's $2, you should buy 3. And also if it's $3, you should buy 3. If it's 4, it doesn't matter whether you buy 2 or 3. And if it's $5, you should only buy 1. If we were to graph this out, it might look something like this. Get some price and quantity on there, and it would be like that. Well, look, it's a demand curve, and its shape is determined by the law of demand, which states that if the price goes up, consumers wish to purchase less. Why do they wish to purchase less? Because of the income effect and the substitution effect, and we can see both of these. The substitution effect shows up here too. For a while, you just decreased your consumption of everything. But when the price of tacos got really high, $5, you actually started to buy more burgers than you were buying before. In other words, as tacos became relatively expensive, it made sense for you to buy relatively more burgers.